you guys have any questions about any gears that you want to use, or about how my setup is, let me know. But I figured this was like the best, you know, minimalistic amount you should wear when you're riding a scooter going fast. And if you look at the there's a website that did a study on how people fall on scooters, and there's a simulation, and all the simulation shows them usually going over the handlebars. The what's it called, center of gravity is a lot higher. So if you're not crouched down and putting weight on the back and you brake too fast, especially front brakes, or if you hit a curb like a half an inch to an inch can give this little scooter some problems. Like, I've almost fallen off on something like this where it's just barely raised, but can get the front wheel stuck. I don't have that much problem on the Mantis. Whew. Oh man. Oh, going faster this is fucking crazy, especially when it's wet. But if you're going straight, honestly, you're pretty good. Woo! Slid out the back end. But with this scooter, man, you can just stick your feet out and you're touching the ground, like right now. Let's show a little wheel spin action. I used to have a very high-powered BMW with rear wheels, and I had big, giant, fat tires, but it would never grip. And when you have a car like that, you tend to find out the traction point really good, and you can kind of have a controlled, uncontrolled drifting or launching or sliding. Oh my god, this is fun. Something about sliding, it's almost like drifting, and a front wheel one like this, you really don't have to worry about it taking you to the ground as long as you're going straight and your back wheel has traction. Hope you can hear it spinning. It's such a small wheel, but you know, there's pros and cons with that. Woo! The battery cut off on me the other day at night about 3 times, and hoping I can get the I haven't used this in 2 months. Oh shit. See, just little spots like that can make it difficult for the scooter. I think they call it tram lining, where there's like a parallel crack. Oh man, it is fun letting the front wheel loose. So if you use a regen and then hit the back brakes, you can easily slide out the back. I think another thing about safety is your riding stance. If you have your back foot on the, I can hold my back foot like that, and also my front foot like that. Let me show you guys. Just makes it that much more stable. I use my back foot a lot for the turn-ins, put my weight there. Even with the front foot, it's slightly turn where I can still put weight on my toes, and it'll be left. We're putting center of balance towards the left. So this is really the same stance I use for kiteboarding. So it feels so natural to me, because when you're kiteboarding, you're putting weight on your heel and toes, depending on which side you're going. and this position is almost exactly the same. I do have a kiteboard video 360, one of my first few videos you can check out, and you can see my foot position. It's very similar. Now that I don't live near the beach, I can't really kite surf that much, and this has pretty much been my enjoyable hobby since then. Whew. Oh, the sliding is so much fun. And it's less worrisome like this because you can just stick your foot down. Alright. You know, those people who do skimboarding off the beach or skateboarding, to me, that's crazy because the balance to do that, it's way more than this. Whew. It's nice to have a little dry spot. I think I made some black marks on the ground. I do have a guy that lives literally across the street from here who can come and just pressure wash that off. Don't really want to leave any marks that can lead back to me. Oh, that control sliding on the front is fun. I mean, these are supposed to be able to handle splashes. I mean, I wouldn't take this on torrential downforce because you can't see. And it's just, that's probably the limit. But if it's like this, I'll take this to work. Save me, you know, $20 in Uber. Man, it feels good. Whew. It's crazy, you can get a high-speed scooter in 30 pounds. It's feeling super strong today. Woo. Oh man. This is pretty much the limit you can pull on the acceleration before it really slides off. So I think it's the perfect power to weight. It's a 500 watt, but it's 750 peak. Man. Oh, I'm just sliding all over the place.